This is Bob Ross here, just telling you guys that anyone can paint a picture. Just a happy little mistake here and there. We got some beautiful annihilation of the landscape like it's no big deal.
Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays. We're checking out a game for the channel called The God. In The God, which is a VR style of game, we have to be the omnipotent director of an entire world. It's actually really cool. Over here is our playground, and inside of it, we can make whatever we want and shape it however we want. The land, the water, the creatures, the clouds, the weather, everything. A lot like we had played previously Deicim, this is more of a smaller area, but we get to do more. So over here we have our palette of stuff. It's actually pretty easy. It's a lot like painting a picture. Bob Ross will be freaking proud. So what you can do is you can go ahead and you can choose the land, and then you have a brush strength, you have a brush size, and this is what kind of like makes your terrain. And then you can choose to go down to make water, or you can go up to fill things in. So real quick, let's, I want this to be like a grassland. And like I said, you can kind of mess however you want. So we can turn this into a grassland area. So now it looks more like a grassy field so that our water looks more like water. And let's start building an area. Now you can build whatever you want. There's also animals and plants and people, and everything interacts with one another and builds off of one another, which is really neat. The people build buildings and cause pollution and invent stuff and evolve through the generations. So I think what I want to do is bring my brush strength down. Yeah, we can make like smaller mounds this way, and you can make like an island like this, maybe bring it out like this here. I want like a river inlet. So I think what we'll do is we'll make more land down this way, more land over here, maybe kind of make it uneven a little bit to make it look a little bit legit, kind of a little bit over on the side over there, some right over there. And then we can kind of fill all this in, and you can mess with your brush as much as you want while you do this. We go like this and get a lot more land much more quickly to get it up in the air. So that's a pretty good area. So this is going to be like a little peninsula, I've decided. So now we have the water over here. There's a couple different things that we can do. We can either A, change the water level. Yes, you can change the entire water level of the game at any time. So we can make it like this, or we can just kind of like core out the area and bring it down, which is I think what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and bring the water down there, bring the brush radius up, and watch this. Look at how quickly you can make oceans immediately. You can see all the little particles fall off the side of the board. It's almost like a giant tabletop or something that we're designing, and this is just the beginning phase. This is just creating our world. I like how uneven the ocean is too, because the ocean isn't completely flat or anything, so this makes sense. All right, there we go. We got a little bit of an ocean over there. Let's go ahead and bring the brush strength down a little bit, and then let's bring the brush radius down because I want to get this inlet over here. Oh, bring it down. There we go. Look at that. It's like painting a picture. It's so cool. You can just make it however you want. There we go. Kind of got like a little waterfall going on over there. Maybe core it out a little bit more over there. I want some water on this side. Now we have no weather or anything. It's like we're just like living in space right now, but we can fix that in a little bit. Let's just go ahead and continue with our ocean. That looks legit. I want like a mountain range over here. So let's do that. Let's see if we can kind of continue to manipulate this. There we go. Really build it up. There we go. Maybe even more mountain. We could probably even bring it up a little bit higher if we really want to. Yes. I want some good topography. Now, if you want to, you can flatten things out. So if you find an area that's the appropriate height that you want, you can flatten it out using the top portion of your touchpad here. So watch, we can crush this down, and it turns into like a perfectly flat shelf. All right, so we got our mountains, we got our main land over here, we got the water with all like the shoreline here. You can see, we've even made, oh, if you get closer, you can hear the water. It's really cool. And if you go underwater, yeah, you can hear the bubbling of the water under here as well. So now that we got a little bit of terrain, let's make some, well, we can do a couple things. We can make like a little lake. So let's try that. Let's go ahead and bring this down a little bit. And we can like make a lake, like maybe right over here or something. Just have to go like this, kind of core our way through. Touchdown! Look at that, water. Hold on, let me get this going right over here. How big of a lake do I want? A little bit wider.
This is Bob Ross here, just telling you guys that anyone can paint a picture. Anyone can build a planet, you know. Just a happy little mistake here and there. We got some beautiful annihilation of the landscape like it's no big deal.
Now over here you can choose like the kind of water it is. So like if we want a stream style of water, it's super clear. Look at how clear that is. I might keep that because it's when we put fish in, we're gonna be able to see them. You can choose lake, which is a little bit more like rougher, or you could choose sea. And the sea is a little bit harder to see through because you can see like all the wake and the waves and stuff like that. The stream just looks freaking awesome. So let's do that. And speaking of streams, I want like a stream coming from our lake over into the ocean. So let's start coring our way through here. It's like I'm wielding some kind of cannon or something. Look at it just peel the earth away. It's like I'm molding something. It's almost like I'm molding like putty or clay. So now we have a little bit of stream that goes into the water over there. We got some cliff sides over here. Now that we got all this, let's put some animals and stuff down, some plants and all that. Over here is where all your stuff is. And there's a lot of stuff. You got rocks. You got all your trees and your bushes and stuff like that. We got grass and like berries and plants and things. You got your animals, you got some buildings, which I think the people build their own buildings, but I guess you can put some down if you want. And then we got our people. So let's start with some plants and some trees and stuff. Now each plant you can rotate if you want, and you can make it bigger, although I don't know what we do with a set of grass quite that big, or smaller. So let's just start putting a bunch of grass down over here. Put a couple of different trees down over, we can make them as big. Okay, let's not go crazy now. You can make them as big or as small as you want. So let's just, all you have to do is just hold down here on your palette of Bob Ross style colorations and then put your trees down as you like them. I want to make like a people that live in here and like a people that live in the mountains. So I'm going to give the guys over here in the mountains a couple of different coniferous trees as you do as it goes up the top. And then once we get to the top of the mountain, we can like put some snowy capped ones up in here like this. There we go. What kind is this over here? Is this like a Christmas tree? It's like more like a, yeah, kind of. Let's go put one of those over there. I have a really thick forest over here. I want like a big, thick, giant treed forest. Look at the size of these trees. Some of these trees are like really overpowering. I'm gonna put down some normal trees too, like this maybe. So we put a bunch of plants down. We put a bunch of trees down. Let's put some animals down to make ready for our people. What kind of animals? Oh, we gotta have fish. Oh, is that a shark? Oh! How big can you... Alright, we're gonna put the megalodon over here in the water. Alright, I got the big shark over there. I think that's a great white. And I got some dolphins over here, like some orcas. I got a smaller shark in there. We got a bunch of fish inside of our little lake over here. We can actually probably put even more fish in, just to have it teeming with life so that our people can use this area to fish and such. Gonna want some in the streams as well. I see a horse over there. We're gonna have some horses going up and down the embankments for sure. So let's go ahead and put a couple of those down. There we go. The horses are doing their thing, wandering around looking majestic and potent and such, climbing over our area. I wonder if they'll go over to the watering hole to drink, although it's probably hard for them to get to because it's kind of steep. Maybe we can fix that a little bit. There we go. I kind of made it a little bit flatter over here, so perhaps, in fact, I want to make this a little bit deeper. There we go. That's more of a lake. That's what I like to see. Inside of the forest, we need some stags. Let's go ahead and put those down over here. I see some wolves and stuff, too. We're going to have to put those down as well. Just get a couple of these guys in here. Maybe the people can hunt them for food or something. You got your cute little bunny rabbits over here. Got to put down a couple of adorable little bunny rabbits. Inside of the forest, like so. They should be hopping around in just a second. Got some birds, too. It looks like seagulls, which is fantastic. That's my favorite kind of bird. You boys know. I want some, like, right here on this hilltop. I wonder how far they fly. Like, once you put them down, do they mostly just stay in the same spot, or do they go anywhere? You can get really close. I can get right up in their grill. I'm gonna put a giraffe over here, because honestly, why not? This will be like our plains area, even though it's not super plains-like. Got an elephant? Sure. You can hang out over there. What else do we have? A couple cows. Now, I don't know if these animals need to breed or what, so I'm gonna put down like more than one. Let's put down like at least a couple of those. I got a couple of elephants down over there. Now, we can change the size, too. Like, we can have like one Lord King elephant like that. That elephant is substantially more potent than the rest of the elephants. Oh, you can have a little kitty cat. Put a little kitty cat down. I guess you make it really big. It's like a panther. Hold on. Let me grab one. That is a big cat. I don't want it as big as a giraffe. I'm gonna make it like that size. It's like a lion, kind of. All right. Now, if we put some wolves down, are they gonna mess with the other creatures? Like, if I put one down, will it go after the bunny or anything? I'm gonna put a couple wolves down. Put one over there. I'm gonna put one down over there. All right, let's take a look. Bunny's hopping on by. It's like a dog, actually. It's not really like a wolf. It more looks like a domesticated dog. All right, put a whole bunch of fish in over here. A couple more orcas, some sharks and stuff like that. Well, some more sharks, I should say. Let's go over to the people. We gotta know, what does it take to start a human civilization? Oh, we should probably get some animals up here on top. We'll do that in a second. Let's put down a person. Now, these people are completely naked. This is where it all starts. I don't know if I'm putting down men or women. I think both those are men. So maybe this is a woman? All right, we got a bunch of low polygonal naked bodies kind of moving around here, looking at the giraffe sideways, crawling underneath the giraffe's legs in a fantastic showing of limbo. Wow! Well done, everyone. Well done. Sure enough, you can make the people huge. We could have a race of giant people over here. I don't know why you'd want to, but hold on. I just want to put 2 gigantic people over here just to see if they do anything. All right. We got a couple of houses and tents and stuff down. There's like a giant tent down over here with our giant people. Now, I want to see if we can mess with the, yeah, over here. We should be able to mess with, like, the weather and the clouds and stuff like that. Because right now, there's really no clouds. So let's see here. What happens if we increase the clouds a little bit? Oh, wow. Okay. You can get the clouds going crazy. We don't need the clouds moving quite that fast. How about, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we've got some cloud cover. I think you can change the rain and all that kind of stuff too. Like if we want, we can make it so that it rains on all of our people. Although I don't know if it really does anything. Like I don't think that you need the rain to make like the grass grow and stuff like that. Although it would be really cool if you did. Those clouds are awesome. I think that we can do snow. Here we go. Now it's flurrying down on everyone. Now I wonder, does the snow collect? Again, if like the snow actually dusted the ground, that would be amazing. Now, if we want to, we can change the intensity of the sun to give everyone a horrible sunburn. Let's kind of put it right where it was. And I think you can change the rotation of the sun to mess around with, yeah, where the clouds are, or not the clouds, where the shadows are and stuff like that. Oh, the people go swimming every once in a while. I didn't know that. I guess they're just trying to have some fun. You can see they go out to the water and they swim around for a little while. Just because. I still got it snowing on them. We also got this cool, I don't know what this is. This is like a, like maybe a monument or something, like a really primitive style of big monument or statue or talisman or something. I really don't know. I wanted to see how high you could go. Apparently right around that high. I didn't know if you went high enough, if it would turn, like snowy peaked or anything like that. I think I'm gonna turn some of the clouds off because it's super cloudy. You can't really see a ton. Okay, the potent mountain people have begun to expand their population. They now have a sweet purple house with a bunch of logs in it. I guess they've been chopping down trees, which is probably pretty easy for them. They probably just backbreaker them over their knees and stuff like that. We got like a medieval tower over here. We've got another living quarter over here. We have like a cool lake house. This guy's probably going fishing or something like that over here by the water. I almost want to give him like a little plot of land that goes out, almost like a dock, like make a dock for him. Oh, the seagulls are right over the house too. So he's constantly harassed by all these seagulls. All right, the average sized people have begun making like a walled settlement over here. They're trying to wall themselves and protect themselves from the giant kin that are still just kind of wandering around. These animals over here, I don't think that they have bred. I don't think that they can get killed or anything like that, or that they could get hunted. Maybe not yet. Maybe that'll be an update one day. I would like to see if, like, it'd be awesome if you had to balance the ecology of the whole place. Like, if you had to have a certain amount of predators, you had to have a certain amount of prey and stuff like that, and if they all interacted with one another specifically. All right. We've done pretty well. We've got a civilization going. The people over here are starting to feel pretty protected. They've got the lake on one side. They still have to get, like, maybe a more wall going this way. But there is one... What was that? Something just died. I don't know what it was, but something just turned to dust. Was the sharks... Oh, can the sharks eat people? Hold on, test time. All right, I got a guy in the ocean over here. I put him down. I want to see if the shark has any interest in him. I don't think he does. I don't think the shark cares. We could put more sharks down. Yeah, I put all kinds of sharks down. It doesn't look like they care about him. So this guy's pretty safe. I don't know. Maybe the sharks have enough fish to eat. They don't care. Oh, this lady's feeling brave. She's going straight onto the shark. She just rode the shark. That lady legitimately just rode the shark. And this dude's tangoing with the megalodon over there. Anyway, we've gotten this far. Now, one of the things that you could do is end the world if you want to. How do we feel? Are we satisfied with this place? Is it good enough? Has it met our expectations? No, it hasn't. And thus, Judgment Day, people. Where was my Judgment Day at? Do I have to click it or something? Oh, there it is. Oh, you can do a whole bunch of them. Oh! Oh, it destroys everything. More meteorites. There you go. Civilization has been melted. More meteorites. More meteorites. Everything must go. The giant people are gone. The village is gone. The few humans that are left dove into the water. There's no salvation in the water. No salvation in the water. You have angered me. Oh! And just like that, everything has been returned to the way it once was. Well, we saved our world, so don't worry. We can always go back to it. But I had to show you that. The judgment stuff is really cool. Anyway, guys, what do you think of The God? I'm going to have links in the description below. It's over on itch.io if you want to check it out. Feel free to let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Until the next time, folks, stay foxy and much love.